Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be diving into refining. I will also share a website I've been using that has made my refining process much easier. It's not a sponsor or anything. I've just been using it for a while and thought it could help some of you since I've been getting questions about refining. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. When refining, I usually place buy orders throughout the week and check them occasionally. If an order is completed, I place a new one. This method works better because placing large buy or sell orders isn't practical. Other players might undercut you, and it may not even be possible to purchase a large amount of materials at once. So, be careful when placing your orders. So let me explain the website to you first, and after that, I'll show you how I did it and how much profit I made. You can use the pull prices feature on the website, and they're generally accurate. However, I always double-check the prices manually, and I recommend you do the same, especially for higher-tier products, as their prices can sometimes be unexpectedly high, and in reality, you might not be able to sell your refined materials at those prices. For the calculation to be accurate, you need to enter the correct data in these fields. I will explain them one by one. First, choose your server. Then, select the resource type you want to refine. After that, choose where you're buying and selling your materials. You can switch between cities to compare prices, but as I mentioned before, always double-check manually before making a purchase. Next, enter the usage fee for the refining station. This is important for accurate calculations. From here, you can select refining locations, but I never change this from the Royal City, as it's usually the most profitable option. If there's a daily bonus, you can enter it here, but I usually don't refine on those days, so mine stays at 0. This section is where you input your mastery levels. If you plan to use focus, the system will calculate how much focus you need and how much profit you'll make. You can check your exact mastery values from your destiny board and enter them here. In this section, you select the tier from which you'll start refining. Material prices change depending on whether you refine them yourself or buy them directly, so be mindful of this. After selecting the tier, make sure to enable it if you plan to use it. Finally, you can toggle certain enchantments on or off to make the data easier to read. And here's another feature I'd like to show you. For example, let's say you check the prices, and Tier 8 planks are selling for 40,000 silver. You simply type that price here. Then, let's say you want to make at least a 10% profit. When you enter that percentage and press calculate, the tool will show you the maximum price you should pay for the raw materials to achieve that profit. Or you can type 0 and say, I just don't want to make a loss. Any profit is good. However, you need to be very careful with this approach because the prices of your refined materials might drop, which could result in a loss. That's why I don't recommend going for very low percentage refinements. So, let's start from scratch to make everything clear. But for this video, I won't be refining anything above Tier 6 because acquiring those materials takes too long. Right now it's Saturday, and I want to prepare the video before the weekdays, so I'll stick to Tier 6 and below. Now let's check the prices of logs and planks. So, I've entered the prices on the site, and as you can see, some of them can make quite a high profit. These profits are based on one full stack, meaning the profit you could make from refining 999 materials. I've already created some buy orders in the market and bought some of the resources, and I'll be completing them as I visit the market to check on prices. I've purchased all the materials, and now I'm heading to Fort Sterling. I will leave aside the number of materials I bought for now, and after refining, I will note down the quantities of the refined versions. I'll be buying the T2 planks from Fort Sterling. Additionally, some of the resources I purchased, especially the lower tier ones, will be used for refining higher tier materials. Since my inventory space isn't enough, I'll be doing it in 2 batches. Let's take the necessary resources and head to the refining station. I want to tell you something here. If you're not confident in market reading, like understanding daily sales volume or whether current prices are low or high, I recommend avoiding big batches. You may not sell them instantly as the market fluctuates a lot. Don't forget that. You might need to transport them to another city or wait a few days for prices to rise again. Refining is done. Now I'll take these materials to Thetford and sell them there. I also checked the prices in Fort Sterling and noticed that 4.1, 4.2, and 5.1 are higher there. The prices will probably drop soon, but I still placed a sell order for all the 4.1s and 1 stack of each of the others. I will be placing sell orders for them now. It will take some time, but they will probably be sold by tomorrow. Since they are not higher tier materials, I will place full stacks without hesitation. If you are refining higher tier materials, you may need to place smaller sell orders, so be careful. The 6.2 stack will take longer to sell compared to the others, but that's okay. So here's my total profit from refining, as shown on the screen. That wraps up this refining session. Thanks for watching. If you have any further questions, comment below, and see you in the next one.